It's currently 7/17/26, roughly 2052. So I guess it's like a part 3 to the video I just made. Boycott the body. And also, I blatantly doing 1700 behavior, and yet blacks do nothing. And this is somebody, like I said, my pops just did the research. Double-headed eagle with the star in the middle, a ring. Google that junk. I already knew my pop was a 32nd degree Mason. The Masonic, what you call it, Scottish rites. So now it makes sense why they've been doing the spiritual oppression since like the age of 5, which beings already from childhood already admitted to, and that I have witnesses who are also of the Manly P. Hall that still live around there to this day and was there since childhood that could bear witness. But see, why you ask? If you know the history of Masonry, why do you have the regular Masonic Lodge, but then you have the Manly P. Hall? Because up until Mr. or Elder Manly P. Hall, blacks weren't allowed into the Masonic Lodge. So Manly P. Hall, I read the book from Britain, they're only allowed blacks, but a white member can go in Manly P. Hall and every other member. Manly P. Hall can only go in Manly P. Hall unless invited by, they don't have to be invited, they can just show up and go in Manly P. Hall. That's why I say, like, my pop had power, it gave power to the Manly P. Halls at least in Philadelphia. And you had some coons who probably hated, but then the real ones recognized the potential. Like I said, I had plenty of dudes that grew up around me, probably got assistance from my father, and betrayed his bloodlines the next day. But if you understand the hatred, they feel as though no black man, no matter, because Manly P. Hall is Scottish right, when you understand the history of it, they're warriors. He was only allowed because he was in the military. 173rd Airborne, E7, in 1944. So this is why, as he's told me when I was a young boy, they'll attack you. That is nasty. He'll attack you. He'll hurt your babies to get at you, as they've been doing since they got here. So now I understand the reason why they all, like I say, even millionaires. I was riding past the joint in St. Louis. Even millionaires on my top know who I am. Baseball game. Little John Crook ass nigga talking shit spiritually, of course. Even these dudes know who I am. When it says second Esdras 13:32-40, they shall leave the war they have with each other to fight against him. Shall not overcome him though. He'll retreat to the mountain of the Lord, and shall kill them with the words from his mouth, spit fire, and shall attract to himself a righteous multitude. That's Ezra. But who's he referring to? Son of Man. Yes, Yahushua, because he has a vision, I believe the same chapter. The lion that comes out of the wilderness rebuking the eagle. This is the Son of Man. 2nd Ezra 2:40. Seal up those who have fulfilled the law. I believe it's 38-40 or 41. And who is the tall one who, I talk, but still, it's this reference, who crowns them the crown of, I guess, achievement. The Son of Man. My man Ezra, or Esdras, he's higher than what the Bible shows you in the original. See, the Apocrypha, some of the hidden books. So you see the same energy that the blacks are linking up with the whites. They shall leave the war they have with each other to fight against him, the Son of Man. They will hate you for, that means I, no matter what you say, have been called and hopefully chosen and walk the path as he stated. I would say, do not, Proverbs, do not step up and be ashamed, be called up. According to the writings, I am that I am. And all these nurse scolded a Muslim lady talking about she's a terrorist. We know what you're about when we read the Quran, 110 through 111. We shall teach Emmanuel, or Jesus, son of Maryam, the Torah and the Gospels. Surah 2, 45 through 40 through 56. We took a covenant from the children of Israel. We gave Moses the book. I don't know this one, but why do you argue about Abraham when the Torah was revealed after? And many more citing the Torah. So that shows the Christian nation and the Muslim nations are actually, according to the path which they claim, the same. As the Quran says, those creating different sects or sections have already created division. 1 Peter, second chapter, 20 through 22, is not for no one's personal interpretation. Though it was given through man, it was the Holy Spirit, or through the Holy Spirit. Whatever the law says, I might paraphrase that one. Those are the law. Well, how you believe in me, you don't believe in Moses. You don't believe in him, you can't believe. That's Moses. That's Yahushua. So both religions or path are claiming Moses. But they raised 200. The same one that blocked Carmelo Anthony from getting money allowed them to raise 250,000 for this racist, nasty John, out of ignorance, scolding a Muslim for being a Muslim. But like I said, it's funny how they always hype about when it's a brown person. All right, so now claim the law. I did make this video, or claim the laws of Moses when it comes to injustice against blacks. Laws of Moses, right? The guilty shall not testify. When there's a righteous or a powerful man, pay him no mind. When they're poor, pay them not. With no fault, whatever the false witness sought to do to those who they accuse, do unto them, pay them not, that nobody copies the evil. So I need that Christian nation energy when blacks are being persecuted. And you saw it, and they raised 250,000 within a week for her. The same, but the GoFundMe that said, if I said I did make the video. Carmelo Anthony's family can sue GoFundMe because they funded Daniel Penny, which they raised $2 million for. Same court that held Diddy's trial, Mr. Combs' trial back a year prior, that killed Mr. Neely, ex-Marine. They allowed him to raise money. Zimmerman, Rittenhouse, they allowed them to raise money. What they're going to say? See? Mr. Anthony was accused of murder, so were they. But remember, they had audio and video. They didn't get the audio and video until after the verdict of Mr. Anthony's trial. All these cases, they have video to prove, even if you don't go to court yet, they're likely guilty. And allowed these funds to be built and then gave it to those in whom the video showed being in violation. So where you at, Christian nation? Return does have the candle.